But today we've got the Wars trading card game. Now, this was made by Decipher Inc. In the early 2000s. I believe it was 2002 maybe. I'm trying to remember. No, actually this is 2004, this particular set, sorry. So, long story short, Decipher Inc. made the Star Wars customizable card game that launched in 2005. They also made the Star Trek customizable card game and several other ones, including Lord of the Rings, which I cover on this channel. So this game, after Decipher Inc. lost the license to make the Star Wars customizable card game, they lost that IP license. They tried to salvage the system, the card system for the game, and they came up with their own IP called WARS. Okay, and there's several, as you can see here above that, there's several factions, kind of like Space Odyssey, kind of Babylon 5 meets Dune meets that game EVE Online, and just about every other any kind of sci-fi adventure you can think of. Lots of factions, lots of things going on. Came up with their own IP, and it wasn't successful. There were only 2 sets, and it can be had really cheap now. It's just dirt cheap. Boxes are typically $10 to $20 a box, if that. You can get cases of this stuff for basically pennies, and you really enjoy the game and flesh it out. So it plays very similarly to the Star Wars customizable card game because it shares the same system, the same mechanics and whatnot. There are some subtle differences and things that are worded differently and whatnot, but for the most part, it's the old Star Wars CCG with a new skin on it, more or less. So let's crack this open and we'll take a look at some of the art. We'll take a look at some of the cards. There are foils to be had in this. They're not really worth much money, but man, foils they're cool either way, and they're a little bit more special when you get them out of these boxes. So what we'll do, if I can get this shrink wrap to bust loose here on. Forgot my pocket knife, so unfortunately. Man, there we go. Tear into that one. There are 36 booster packs. They are 15 card booster packs, like your Magic the Gathering and whatnot. I don't know the pack layout because I've actually never played this game. I've watched it played, never opened it, saw it in stores, never bought it because I was a little salty about the Star Wars CCG getting canceled. But what we'll do is we'll kind of put this off to the side where you can still see it on camera. We'll sort them out here and we'll take a look. So we'll start with the first pack. Let's get to open. Alright, first pack. And what we'll do is we'll just take a look at the art, the graphic arts for this game, and really enjoy it. So first of all, look at the card back. Incredible graphic arts here. Artwork was on point for these games. Alright, first card we have like a system. So location, a sector, planet. So like in the Star Wars CCG, you had planets, so you could travel to different places. So this is going to be interesting. All right, we'll start with that. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it has. So at the bottom right, kind of like the Lord of the Rings, you have a 1C, so that's common. So center it up here. I've got the camera a bit higher today. All right, so we've got a character. Consigned Trooper, that's pretty cool. Power, Tactics, and Defense. As long as this character is at a site where you have a vehicle, it has power +2. That's pretty cool. But take a look at the artwork. Excellent artwork. Let's see, Himble Jockey. Piloting, character Hellcats unit. Pay for energy, make a ship. This character is aboard power +D until the end of turn, plus destiny, I'm assuming. That's really cool. So looks like, and I'll have to look into this further, but it looks like the Star Wars CCG, this is a destiny number, and then over here will be your cost. Cost used to be down here, so I think they simplified it and moved it up to the top. All right, another common. Sorry, trying to sit her up here. kind of at a different angle today. Normally I've got the camera down a little bit further, but so Tilak, so it's a ship. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so the different borders are the different factions. So Tilak, Hellcats. So you got the different borders, different factions. The first one was a CGC character. Very cool. Another common, Selfless Protector. Man, artwork is fantastic. Look at that. I mean, this game was, they really put a lot of love into this game to try to salvage that mechanic, that system for these cards. And it just, you know, it's hard to sell a brand new IP. And I understand. A lot of people were salty about the Star Wars CCG getting canceled, and it just didn't work out. So, vestiges. So this is an asset. I'm not sure what assets are. Maybe like an enchantment in Magic, or doesn't, you know, something of that nature. Right, here's an interrupt. So an interrupt would be like an instant. You may play this interrupt only during a battle. Okay. Before the battle destiny step, reveal a card from your hand and put that card on top of your reserve deck. So the reserve will be your deck, your main deck. All right. Looks like that was an uncommon, so we'll put it here. We'll space it out. So this will be common. This will be uncommon. Demir Quarrel. That's really cool. Okay. Let's see. This is also an uncommon, so this is a sight. Center it up here. Sorry, guys. Keep forgetting my camera's on the other side. As long as you control this location, you generate one more energy at each related location where you have a ship or unit. So energy being resources, like force icons in the Star Wars CCG. So that's how much energy you would generate a turn. And you use energy to pay for stuff, I'm assuming. I'm just using my knowledge of the Star Wars CCG to try to explain some of this. So, all right. So this is another common. So we haven't hit a rare yet. But since this is a site, we'll put it next to this. We'll try to keep the uncommons. Let's see. We'll put the uncommons in one stack. We'll do it like that. So we got another site, another uncommon. Or actually, this is a common. Apologies. Ganymede, occupied tunnels, location, underground. Vehicles don't add their power to a player's total power during a battle here. Okay. Nice. And our next one is another common. So it kind of switches it up. We got some uncommons in the common. Very cool ship. It's called a survey cruiser. Attrition +1. That's attrition is a battle mechanic that makes you lose cards from the site just to represent collateral damage and whatnot. That's pretty cool. So this is a common. Another common. The Shikami TSU, or TSV, sorry. Man, that's really cool. Reminds me of some of the ships from Battlefield Gothic, I think. The Warhammer 40k, like space battle game and lore and whatnot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Man, that's pretty cool. I like the red border on that one for that particular group. Okay, another common. Quorum life ship. Characters aboard the ship don't count against its capacity. That's cool. Almost looks like a living ship, I guess. Also some lore text at the top, just to kind of explain what it is. They did that in the Star Wars CCG too. A lot of the lore, a lot of the Star Wars official canon lore from the 90s and on up, until Disney bought it, was canonized on these cards for the Star Wars CCG. Last card is another common. So we didn't get any rares. Maybe I'm confused. We'll look through it again. Devaquaro. Okay. Very cool. Alright, so let me take a peek at this. Make sure I didn't miss something. Common. There's our rare. I missed it. Vestiges is our rare. So that was our rare. Yeah, overlooked that one. But it is in the bottom right, kind of like Lord of the Rings. Okay, so Vestiges was our rare. We'll put it here. Alright, so next pack. Now this will be a longer video. I'm hopefully not going to take too long with it, but we'll see what happens. Alright, Bean Counter. Common. Outmaneuvered. Escort Cruiser. Mothership. Oh, that's cool. What the heck is this? Luhas Predator. The Luhas Commander. Man, that's pretty wicked looking. The border, look at the border on it. That's pretty sick. Got a very like Zerg slash Predator type feel to it. Maybe like Alien versus Predator type border there. You cause attrition +1 in each site battle here for each of your inverted units. Inverted units. I don't know what that means. We'll find out as I learn to play this game. Hopefully my plan was to do some gameplay videos of other games as well, and to start having that on the channel too, as well as opening. So hopefully I can start doing that soon. Contrast is kind of weird. It is a common. Okay. There's another, let's see, Gamey Traginium Source. Each player's drain is +1 here. Okay. Cool. Called Dalaka. There's another one of those units. So that might be inverted, maybe. But have to figure it out. Very cool though. Very almost, man, almost. You Magic players, kind of looks like a sliver, almost. Very similar. That's our common as well. Here we go. Some more Shimi, or yeah, that's I think the red is the She. Sorry. That's our rare 1R97. As an additional cost to play this order, dismiss a unit at a site. Play target Gongan unit from your lost pile. Gongan, okay. So this must be the Gongan then. Play target Gongan unit from your lost pile to the site. It costs 3 less energy to play. Energy again is resources. So very cool artwork, very Japanese, cyberpunk kind of feel to it. I dig it. I dig it. That's our rare. Okay, so the rare is before the uncommons, it looks like. So here's our uncommon site. Vantage point. Enemy vantage point. When this location enters play, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, download a location that has enemy in its title. So download, I'm assuming, is like a tutor effect, if I remember correctly. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, next uncommon, Frozen by Fear. Yeah, that's really cool. It's not like, it's almost got a comic book look to it. I really dig that. I really think that's cool. I think they had something here, but it's just wasn't well received. So we got Duress of Atarma. So it's a weapon. That's pretty cool. It's a melee. Melee, it says melee and ranged. Pay 1 energy, damage target unit your opponent has in the site battle here that has defense less than this character's tactics. So it'd be like your skill, force power, force attune stuff when you're playing Star Wars TCG, something like that. Unless your opponent reveals a card from his or her hand that has destiny greater than 3 and puts it on top of his or her use pile. Okay. You guys that have never played Star Wars TCG, that probably won't make much sense, but it does to me a little bit. I can see the similarities definitely sticking out. Opulent Transport. That's really cool. Very cool indeed. That is a common. So we're getting back into the commons now. Oh, sorry about that. Level 2 Guru. Okay. So it's like a tech character, yeah. CISYN, tech unit. You cause attrition +1 each site battle here for each of your units here that has tactics greater than 2. Very cool. So it's like a, you know, a support unit basically. High destiny number 4. Sealshi Uploader. So fighter ship. As long as your side of all locations has more total, I guess that's the influence of the certain factions. Support icons and any other type of support unit. This ship is power +2. Okay, cool. A lot of the Star Wars CCG was just tallying up power, combat power at sites, whether it be characters or ships or what have you, and then shooting weapons and attrition values, and the random chance would be you flipping the top card of your deck, and then that would be like your equivalent of rolling a die, you know, that random chance factor in the game, which was really cool. I'm assuming that this game probably has ways to manipulate that and tutor and move stuff around in your deck and put good numbers up top when you want to do stuff. That's very cool. Panacea Provider? Panacea? Character Crown, Tilak. Okay. Very cool. Artwork is, again, phenomenal. It's nothing like super crazy, but I just like how it's subtly cool. It's not over the top, you know, trying to outdo anything and go crazy, while maintaining kind of like that comic book feel. Very late 90s, early 2000s. It definitely fits the bill. We got a little nick there. Not terrible, but I mean, this is 17 years old, so. Alright, GR Blade. So it's a Fed Grav unit. So it's a transport. Looks really cool. Got some missiles coming off of it. Nice, so it's a support unit. Grid Tactician. Generate 1 more energy here. That's cool. Very cool. Alright, here's our site. Still in the common section. So this one's Enemy Valley. Each time a card is revealed for Destiny while using an ability or a weapon here, this card's Destiny's +2. Very cool. Resource Tactician. Or Technician, sorry. It does have that Dune sort of feel, or maybe even, you know what, I would even venture to say, you guys ever watch Farscape? Reminds me of Farscape in a way too, which I dig. I love Farscape. Timon Fighter. Here we've got let's see, Vesta Coveted Rock. So this is a space location, an asteroid. Very cool. That is our, yep, that's our rare. So it says each drain is +1 here. That's pretty good. So if you had presence, say for instance this was on the battlefield, and you had a ship here, and your opponent did not have a ship, you could drain them for how many ever icons you have, like that, the energy icons, and it gives you +1 if you're draining, so you can drain for 2. And all that does is it takes cards out of your deck or your hand. It's like your life force. That's how you lose the game, as you get decked out. Transport Depot, uncommon. Haggard Holt. Tunnels, and some order. Not sure what orders are. Maybe like an effect in the Star Wars CCG, similar, maybe a sorcery, not an instant effect like an interrupt, sorcery like magic, only be done, you know, at slower speeds, not instant reaction when you have the opportunity. Alright, that's an uncommon. This one is start with the commons again, so there's some commons in the back too. This is going to be Trinium Well? Very cool. Other side. Enemy Unstable Ground. Expansion. Another interrupt. Hellcat Aviatrix. Cool. And last but not least, Allnex Station Launch Bay. So it's a site, a spaceport looks like, and you can move stuff. Pay 2 energy, move target unit you have here to another site. You may use this ability only during your move phase. Your opponent may use this ability during his or her move phase. That's cool. Lets you move stuff around, just like in the sites on Star Wars TCG. Alright, let's see what we got here. Beam counter. Outmaneuvered. Escort cruiser again. I'm gonna start going a little faster so this video is not too long-winded. Luhas Commander. Enemy Trigenium Source. Makal Dalaka again. Vishal Quarrel. So that is a rare, the Vishal Quarrel. Very cool. Looks like it's a fighter ship. As long as you have no other ships here, the ship's tactics is +3 and defense +3. Cool. So when it's by itself, it's stronger. Very cool. Alright, so that's a rare. Uncommon. Ooh, a unique ship. The Zocho. Yeah, definitely got that Battlefleet Gothic look to it. Uncommon. Plasma cannon. Heck yeah. Blow some shit up. It looks like it could blow some shit up for sure. Very cool. Alright. That was our last uncommon. Back to the commons. Quay Navigator. So this is a Quay. So we got She, we got Quay, there's Gongan, which is the red, then you got Earther, and Mavericks. So those are our factions. Opulent Transport again. Level 2 Guru once again. And Salashi Upholder. Very cool. Oh, we missed a few. Thought it was the last one. Luhas Dalaka. And Panacea Provider. Very cool. Alright, here we go. Alright. Assault Guru. GR Blade. Grid Tactician. Another location. Another Ganymede Valley. We've already looked at that one before. We're starting to get some duplications so we can go faster. Resource Tech. Tamon Fighter. Ooh, look at that. Our first foil, Energy Conduit. And it is a rare foil, so it's a RF. I think that's what it says. Look at that. God, that is gorgeous. I miss the old foiling on these old TCGs and CCGs. This Magic the Gathering, very reminiscent of like foils from early 2000s, late 90s, from the first foils that the game ever had. Oh man, look at that. That is beautiful. So that's our rare foil. We'll put it in its own pile. That's the cool pile over here. Cardstock's very cool. This is like made in Belgium Cardamundi cardstock, I believe. I'll confirm that here in just a second, but got that. Hold on, we got to do it. Oh yeah, it's got that old smell. You can smell the old ink. Man, that reminds me of the 90s so bad. 90s and early 2000s. Very cool. All right. So Deva Legionnaire. See, that was not common. I got my piles mixed up a little bit. A reload interrupt. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your reserve deck. Cool. That's nice. Anything that you can do to manipulate stuff. Ganymede Trigium Well again. That is going back to our commons. Again, Unstable Ground. And Expansion. Very cool. That looks very Star Trek right there. The the suit does. Anyways, that's what it reminds me of. Hellcat Aviatrix again. And another site. This is the All Next Station launch bay. So another bay. Can't talk today. I wonder how many foils we get in a box. I wonder if it's one or if it's more than that. I'm thinking maybe it's more. Might be akin to like Magic, where you get 2 rare foils and maybe some common foils or something. We'll figure it out. Venus Garrison Fighter. So this is some Earth stuff. Because Venus is a planet in the Sol system, right? So, alright, here's a new location. Themis Mobile Asteroid. So it's like a mobile command station, built out of an asteroid or built in an asteroid. Don't know what that symbol means. Well, I'll have to figure that out maybe when we do our gameplay. It's not an if we do our gameplay, it's when we do our gameplay. I got a friend that we both purchased basically the equivalent of 2 cases almost, and for dirt cheap. I mean like $100. So we happened to find that deal, we got it, and we're planning on playing this game some because we love the Star Wars TCG. So this is something else we can play and have fun with, not have to worry about super high cost. Shikami Warrior. Spassky Quickfire 2 weapon range. That's very cool. Man, I really like that artwork for some reason. Very cool though. Like the goggles, the headpiece, the headgear the dude's wearing. Pay 1 energy to choose target unit your opponent has in a sight battle. Damage target if its defense is less than D+1, which is Destiny. I know that much. Dedication. There's the Gorgon guys again, very Japanese-esque. Okay, Squadron Lead. Another fighter. Untold Power of Visions. That's our rare. Whoa, that's twisted. Look at that. That is insane. I love that. Love that shit. So it's an asset. You can't play more than one of this asset beneath the same Kaizen? Don't know what that is. Don't know what that means, but we'll find out. Pay 1 energy or 1 resource. Examine the top 2 cards of a target player's reserve. Return one of them and put the other on top of that player's used pile. So you could choose yourself and like manipulate your deck so you can draw into something else that you want to. Very cool. So that's our rare. Not a foil rare, but it is a rare. Pursuit just behind. That's an order, sorcery speed kind of thing. That's how I'm going to look at it. That's a removal spell. Destroy target infiltrator your opponent has at a sector. Then your opponent loses 3 energy. Man, that's awful. That's really cool. Revenge. Your opponent loses 2 energy from his or her reserve. That's an interrupt. Maverick Bot. I like that. Take a look at that. That's pretty cool. Attendant? I think I'm getting my uncommons mixed up here. We'll sort it out here in a second. Hellcat Aviatrix. Oops. Anticipation. New card. Haven't seen that one yet. Kaizen. Okay. Still don't know what Kaizen is. Socho Fighter. Really digging the red. The Gorgon stuff's really cool. And Razorjack. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm down. Like the border on that. It's almost like we're looking at a game from the past, like a computer game or something. Some sort of strategy game, maybe. Let's see, our commons. Here's our uncommons. Accidentally got those mixed in a little bit. Looks like we got 3 uncommons. Yeah, okay. So let's straighten up our piles. Oh man, that Cardamondi. Lord of the Rings TCG has that same smell, same printers and such. Card quality, very similar. Okay. Close support pilot. Sick Katika Hecaton? Very interesting. It's a fighter apparently. So that's the living, like almost looks like a living ship. Kind of like the guys on the ground that look like Zerg or Slivers from Magic. Macaw Claw Beast, that's really cool. Stinger, so it's a vehicle. Looks like a small fighter or something like that. It's a transport. Okay, so it has transport too, so it can fit 2 people. This vehicle counts 3 times against the ship's capacity. Okay. So this is something smaller, I'm assuming. We'll figure it out. Alright. Gongan Ice Mine. That's a new site. See, again, the Japanese stuff. I like it. I dig it. Kaizen Sentinel. Our rare is Waylaid. Oh man, that guy's about to have a bad freaking day. That thing is about to get his ass. It's an interrupt. Make target character in a sight battle power -X and tactics -X, where X equals the tactics of one of your Kaizen in that battle. So yeah, looks like you could really screw somebody up. And it has a destiny number 5, which is great. The higher that number, the better. Uncommons, a Katal Dalaka again. Super killer artwork, love it. Hey, here's a new one, Gongan Bot. Hey, that looks like Big Hero. Was it Big Hero 6? That's what that looks like. What the hell? That's cool, man. Rising Morale. As an additional cost to play this interrupt, you must have at least 2 fighters at the same sector. Activate 4 energy. Nice. That you're getting 4 energy off that. Very cool. But you have to meet that condition. Themis landing pad. Salvage transport. Close call. Dauntless defense. Oh, that's awesome. That's a pretty epic picture. And you got the whatever that is above them there. Don't know. Looks pretty epic though. And Plundering Bandit. So it's a fighter. It's like a small fighter. Man, this is cool. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's a bit long-winded. We're 33 minutes in and we're not even off the first row, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm enjoying it. Alright. Aeronaut. Kirum Rager. That looks like a Phyrexian Rager to me. That's another one. Maybe Phyrexian-esque. Yeah, and the flavor here is on point. I'm really digging the setting for this game. Racing Sloop. That's a fighter. Kiram Dalaka. Luhas Mauler. Yeah, that's got a very Phyrexian look too. Man, we're just going everywhere. That's a flip side. Oh, it's an inverted. Okay, so this is an inverted. It says inverter on it. Okay, so you flip it. It has different card text. When you invert this character during battle here, you may damage target unit here. Oh, okay. Damage it once? Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Fuel theft, alright. He just jacked some energy from somebody. Talking Disruptor, that's our rare. Very cool. As long as this unit enters play this turn, each unit here is tactics -1 until the end of the turn. So he makes leadership a little less. Alright, so that's our rare. Natural talent. Uncommon. Heavy Juggernaut. Heck yeah. Man. So they look like barrels. So they roll around, they got a big cannon on them. That's pretty cool. I'm down. Vishkala Scout. That looks cool. I like that dude. Artwork. The guy looks really cool. I really dig that. Alright, so that's also uncommon. Back to our common, Spirit Theft. Man, look at that. Activate energy equal to target damaged unit's defense. Huh. Earth Humanity's home. So this is Earth, guys. This is our planet. Very cool. I like that it's based on like an actual place and not, you know, it has some fantasy stuff, fantasy elements, but we're rooted to Earth. Very cool. I like that. Oh, did I spin that? No, I didn't spin it. We're good. It caught the edge of my hand there. Corporate transport. Wonder what the black, I mean, I'll have to look into this a little bit more. Wonder if black's maybe generic. Taco live ship. CGC grunt.